I think it's safe to say most people in our culture do not.
Well,
rock
you need
with
to know
Donald Trump.
that. You need to know that a lot of your fans is racist. If you like that, you motherfucking racist. Fuck you and fuck him. Now what?
All right.
Draw the line. He drew the lines. Everybody was everybody. We respected everything. We didn't trip. But nigga, when you drew the line, nigga, start pointing motherfuckers out and saying, nigga, fuck y'all then.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Big endorsement, kind of. Big change, though. Big 180, folks. Big 180. This week, Snoop Dogg now says he's got nothing but love and respect for Donald Trump. That's a huge change, folks. That's a huge change. You can remember back in 2017, he made a music video, like a rap video, where he was like appearing to shoot Donald Trump. But now, it's gotten so bad. The Biden administration is so incompetent that you see what's going on. The communities, many of whom, are big fans of Snoop and others, they are suffering, they are hurting, they are not doing well, okay? They are in pain, financially and otherwise. So now, people get it. So you may not have seen it coming, but real people who represent big communities, okay? They understand what's happening in their communities, and they realize that's brought on by the failed policies of today's Democrat Party. They are pushing back. They are fighting back. Snoop was constantly negative towards Trump when he was in office. Now he understands that, you know what? Wow, Trump was right.
What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Rashad with the Black Anomaly Rising Channel. So we got to talk about Snoop Dogg today. SNOOP DOGG. We got to talk about him because he has basically said, you know what? Maybe Trump's not so bad. And this is after years of trolling Donald Trump. It's one of those things where if you really go back in time, I feel like people's memories are just terrible or something, and maybe they let the news media take over, which I'm pretty sure that's the main thing. It is the media just kind of just brainwashed a lot of people. But a lot of people, if you go back before Trump was running for president, a lot of people did not think that Trump was any type of racist or anything bad whatsoever, including Snoop Dogg. But at some point or another, he started getting the idea that Trump was like some sort of racist or white supremacist or something, some combination of those things. And he really got to hating him up to and including making songs about him, even having a clip of him pretending to shoot Trump in the head. Basically, he was able and able to get away with all of this stuff. And he never really explained why. He just kind of said like, he's a racist, and I guess that just made everything okay, but he never really explained anything. And I think, to be honest with you, I think it's because he doesn't know what his issue is with Trump. I think a lot of people don't know. It's one of those things where people always feel, it's weird how people can feel so strongly about things, but they can't actually talk about why they feel so strongly about what they feel. Or they get in this echo chamber, and then that's just it. They can't explain it to somebody who might question them about, well, what did Trump do that you think was racist? And somebody has a rebuttal. It's like there's a malfunction in their brain, right? It's like, huh? Trump's not racist? No, he has to be. What do you mean? I've been told this for years. Everybody knows that, right? So I'm going to go into this story real quick from Fox News. Okay, so it says, Snoop Dogg praises Donald Trump, nothing but love and respect. Okay? So it says, in the past, Snoop Dogg shot a clown dressed as Donald Trump in a 2017 music video for his song Lavender. Okay? Yeah, he absolutely did that, which I thought was hella sus, but, when it comes to Donald Trump, you're allowed to do anything. Whereas, obviously, if it's like, I don't know, Obama or Joe Biden or something, then, I don't know, they probably would have marked you as some sort of terrorist. But in any case, it says, a prolific rapper and advocate for equity, Snoop Dogg has had a recent change of tune when it comes to former President Trump. And by the way, Snoop Dogg happens to be one of my favorite rappers, but I'm going to keep it 1,000. This dude need to stay the hell out of politics because he doesn't know what's going on. It says in a new interview, Snoop Dogg sang Trump's praises, which I looked for this specific interview, like actually recorded, but only thing I could find is a transcript of it. So Snoop Dogg 52 sang Trump's praises after a long history of condemning former president and his supporters. Donald Trump, he ain't done nothing wrong to me. He's done only great things for me. He pardoned Michael Harris, Snoop Dogg told the Sunday Times. So I have nothing but love and respect for Trump. So you go from like literally F Donald Trump, like literally release a song saying F Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump.
How you gonna have your wife get at Michelle Obama, nigga? F you, nigga. Now I'm on the mission. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, Donald Trump. We ain't voting for your punk ass. Get you a new hairdo, you bitch ass nigga.
To now you have nothing but love and respect for Trump. You talk about a freaking 180, bruh. This is a serious 180. And the thing about it is, it doesn't make that much sense. Maybe he realized that he had Trump derangement, like off the charts, like so many others did. Or maybe he realized how much of a failure Joe Biden is. So now he feels like, well, you know, you don't want to be on the losing team, right? Nobody likes being on the losing team. So, you know, maybe they're like, well, you know, maybe Trump wasn't so bad after all, right? Michael O'Harry Harris, an associate of Death Row Records, co-founder Suge Knight, and the founder of label's parent company Godfather Entertainment, was pardoned in 2021 as one of Trump's final decisions before leaving office. Okay, so essentially, this was a guy who, I believe he had a drug charge, if I'm not mistaken. It says he was in prison on charges of conspiracy and attempted murder for over 3 decades. Wait a minute, I thought it was a drug charge. Snoop Dogg praised Trump at the time for his commutation of Harris. Okay, so yeah, I didn't know about that second charge. I thought it was, I could have sworn I read that it was drugs. But anyway, so basically Snoop Dogg is saying good things about Trump because he let this person who sounds like not the greatest guy out of prison, which is kind of weird because, like, I mean, I don't know. I guess sometimes this is just how black folks are. It's like, well, you know, hey, we want to be able to do bad things and get away with it. And if you let us get away with it, then we like you. And if you don't, then, I don't know, you're like a white supremacist and a racist or something. Upward and including breaking laws, right? Which, again, black or not black, I definitely don't support breaking laws. Yeah, I don't support that for any family, friends, anything like that. And I ain't bailing nobody out of jail, I'm telling you right now, okay? Unless you got pulled over for a traffic stop, you know, or some, I don't know, you had 2 drinks, you got a DUI or something, then don't call me, okay? Anything you talk about drugs and attempted deletion of anybody, nah, fam. You on your own. Unless they set you up, then I ain't with it. Let's keep going here. It says, the rapper's recent comments are a far cry from criticism he often sent the former president and his supporters, including now me, right, during Trump's tenure in the White House. Though I don't think at the time when Snoop Dogg was talking all his stuff, I was not a Trump supporter at that time. It wasn't until roughly 2020 when I saw how authoritarian the left became. I'm like, nah, fam, we're not on the, we're clearly, look, y'all going in this direction, I'm going in this direction. Like, we're clearly not on the same wavelength, okay? So, and I think that goes for a lot of people. In 2017, a music video song called Lavender depicted Trump as a clown and shot the president in the head. So technically, that's not what it showed. It showed them aiming what appeared to be a real gun, but then it is like a flag came out and said bang, right? So they didn't actually do it or anything and have any type of graphical depiction of it, but they did have an illustration that kind of had like that symbolism, so I can see it being offensive. And honestly, I do think that it's definitely a step too far, and I feel like you really shouldn't be able to get away with it on, for example, the Republican side of, like, if you do it against a Republican, it's okay, but if you turn around and do it to like Biden or Obama or whoever else ends up running in the future, then all of a sudden then you're going too far, because you know that there's different standards these days as it relates to being a Democrat and a Republican. Totally different standards. Snoop Dogg has been outspoken on his politics for a while. In 2012, before the presidential election between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney, he released a list to Instagram explaining why he would not support the former Massachusetts governor, but would be voting for a former Illinois senator, it garnered a lot of attention. When asked if he would do something similar in this year's presidential race between Trump and Biden, Snoop Dogg would not give a definitive answer. I may have to, he told the Sunday Times, because there are mixed views on that, so I want to see what the people say. Representatives for Snoop Dogg and Trump did not immediately respond. Okay, so this is what's really going on here. Snoop is smart enough, him and his probably, I don't know if he got advisors or his family, I don't know. But they probably just sit around and they probably just talk about how Sleepy Joe just looks so decrepit and how he looks like a fool on a regular basis, how you can't put his word. Every time he's talking, he's kind of like...
We'll teach Donald Trump a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the women in America unless you want to get the
we gotta say the country in the front of America. And it's like, what the hell did you even say? Like, seriously, dude, you can't understand what the hell he said. It's getting to the point of being sad. Instead of it being funny, it's becoming sad because he is our leader of the country. He's the representative of the nation. And Snoop Dogg probably sitting there with his family like, man, get this damn fool out of here. That's probably what's really happening. So now he doesn't want to come out and support Trump and just have people just rail on him. But he also doesn't want to come out and support Biden because he felt like, well, that's going to be stupid too. So in my opinion, I mean, this isn't like a full endorsement or anything. I just think that he's probably just being a little more honest and less Trump deranged right now, because a lot of people, I mean, the writers on the wall, like Trump he's up in like every poll. He's freaking smashing records between Iowa and New Hampshire. Then you got Nevada. Then you got South Carolina coming up. I mean, Trump looks like he's gonna be the winner, and Snoop Dogg may actually stand to benefit something off of it by turning some of this around potentially. And not to mention, I mean, he doesn't want to, I mean, with all of this dictator talk going around, maybe he don't want to deal with Trump's wrath when he gets in office. I don't know. Not that Trump's going to do anything to somebody like Snoop. I mean, Snoop Dogg's pretty much considered like a small fry compared to some of the other stuff. I mean, everybody and their mom has talked trash to Trump, but you got people that's like trying to sue him and, trying to, to remove him from the ballot and all of this stuff. They're the people who should probably be worried, in my opinion. Absolutely. If somebody says, well, you shouldn't be that worried because Trump hasn't really done anything to these people, I disagree. I think if he does get in office, I think them people are probably toast because Trump probably does want payback. They're talking about, oh, he's not going to get retribution. I'm like, if it's legal, why the hell not? But that's just my opinion. That's kind of on another topic. But yeah, Snoop Dogg, man, look, either stay out of politics or at least know what the hell you're talking about. Otherwise, just make yourself look stupid. I mean, you could do whatever you want, but it's going to be people like me that's just going to come out and we just going to clown you, big dog. Like, I still listen to your music because the music's fire. Okay? Like, I can't lie. Well, the old stuff. The new stuff. But the old stuff is good. You can't just go the way, like, whatever way the wind blows. I mean, otherwise, you're just as bad as the politicians that you're claiming are terrible people. Like, if Donald Trump, it looks like things are going good for him, now all of a sudden you support him, and when he lets criminals out of jail, that now, in fairness, I don't know much about this guy, maybe he's not that bad, but still, that's basically the only thing that it looks like was said, at least without having actually seen the interview firsthand. That's all I got to go based off of, and it makes Snoop look hella shallow. I mean, for a guy that's in his 50s, he doesn't really seem that wise. At least not as it relates to politics and what's good for the black community and all of America on the whole. I think Snoop Dogg seemed like he's still stuck in that rap game, and I wouldn't exactly trust those people to be experts on politics. Let me know what y'all think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
My friend Snoop Dogg. His is a tale of do-rags to riches. That's why I'm so happy to see Snoop sitting up here next to his former rival, Biggie Smalls, right here.